month. Might be a little more than that. One per month. But then like the next level is like 70 something or 50 something, and then the next one's 70, and then I think the biggest one is like 120 something. Yeah. So there's different levels, and you get at each level you get everything that's from the previous level as well. But yeah, she's been really excited about them, and just the different thing. Like one of them was the newest box she got, a little portable. I mean, literally, it's about the size of my phone, and it is a portable camp stove. It folds up to about that. Yeah, it folds up to about that thin as my phone, maybe a little thicker. But the sides pop open, and then there's little fuel cells that she can stick in there, and then you set your whatever on top of it, and it just it's really tiny. You can just throw it in her bag or whatever, and yeah.
And then you said if there's something you see from a bigger box that
you can go on their side,
just a specific item,
right?
From
from
the prior one,
right? So you got Sketchbox.
I did. So we'll see what that's all about when it
we'll
arrives.
Have an art day for sure. And we'll just doodle. I'm trying to get into just practicing lettering right now because that intrigues me. Being able to make pretty letters and pretty calligraphy. Okay, so here was my question of the week. Question of the week.
So are we doing this weekly now?
It's becoming that way, isn't it? It's just everything happens.
Right.
Okay, so here I thought we need to start discussing some genealogy because that's an interest of both of ours. So I've tested my DNA, tested a lot of my family's DNA. I see what my ethnicity estimates are, but now what do I do?
Well, what do you want to do? I mean,
don't know.
Do you have any goals?
Well,
I think that's the thing. Like, it's easier if you are trying to figure out something. So like if you have a research goal, just like with any other genealogy research, the best thing is that, or the easiest way to approach it is if you're trying to solve a problem or figure out something. So if you're trying to figure out something about a specific line or something like that, then you're going to try to figure out who your matches are on that line.
Okay.
DNA is one of the things that, as much as I know about it, I've had almost zero time to work on it at all. So while I kind of know, I know what to do and what I want to do, I haven't actually had the time to actually sit down and do any of it.
Just not in practice.
Exactly. Exactly. But then I also really, really, really recommend the Family Tree Guide to, I think it's Family Tree Guide to DNA Testing and Genetic Genealogy or something like that by Blaine Bettinger,
which I just got on Kindle.
Good, because it's a really,
that's
it's like
the one
I
with
originally,
the white cover and the blue.
Yes.
Yeah.
I originally I still have the paperback, but I ended up getting that on Kindle just so that I could have it on my iPad as a reference all the time. It has a really good approach, fairly straightforward, written understandably, not too technical, or it explains what you need to know that is technical and stuff. And I just think Blaine is a really great instructor.
Well, you'll be proud of me. Guess what else I got on my Kindle?
What?
How to learn the genealogical proof standard.
Which one?
I don't know.
There are a few different books about the GPS.
I don't know. It was just one, and I was like, okay, that looks good. I don't have I have two Kindle accounts, and my phone right here has the other one. So I can't. I wonder if my iPad has it. I could pull it up. Maybe.
Like my raising my left eyebrow does not really broadcast through the podcast very well.
No, it does not. Doing that thing that my face can't do. Okay, or not. I think my iPad's dead.
Oh.
Yeah, I haven't been using it in a long time. So, it's a green cover.
Green cover.
So we should mention that tomorrow we're doing the National Local Yarn Shop Day. Is that what it is?
Something like that, yeah. Which apparently it's the first ever, so it's a brand new thing.
Right. So if this is going to be an annual, and it's going to be 2 weeks after the Minute Shop Hop, is the Shop Hop going to change its dates? Otherwise, that might just be a little bit much.
Yeah. So this is on Knit and Bolts. This is actually from their Instagram. But
I wonder if they would just combine them. Move Shop Hop up 2 weeks.
Maybe.
Move it out 2 weeks, I mean.
Well, but then it's even closer to Yarn Over and Shepherd's Harvest.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. So Knit and Bold
Because Yarn Over is
posted.
what, next weekend?
Yeah.
Oh, she does all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's only at, well, whatever Northland Knit is called these days. I don't have anybody's prom to prepare for, so I might go pop over for the marketplace.
Right.
I'm not taking any classes, but because originally I thought I was going to be out of
You'll
town,
have to
but I'm
take
not going.
Yarn prom photos.
Oh, yeah, there you go. But yeah, so on Saturday at Knit Bold, they're going to have release of special yarns, free patterns with purchase, treats, mystery prizes, and to roll a 4D for a discount. Help us celebrate our first year in business and the first LYS Day 2018. That kind of works out well for them that it's right about their anniversary time.
Right.
Oh, and they have a Blue Sky Fibers trunk show going on. It might be worth a pop in. I love Blue Sky Fibers. They're becoming one of my favorites. Oh, that's right. They have some Minnesota bamboo buttons and some kitty buttons.
Oh, we never did pick up our Minnesota ones, did we?
No,
Because they had them, didn't they?
I think so. Yes, this is the thing that I saw the other day, that these two 4D will come in handy during the anniversary and LYS Day. Their geekiness might make them worth a pop in once in a while.
Right.
I like it.
If I had the money and enough people to join in with me, I would totally buy this out as a co-op.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. It's like, it's just so, well, it's awfully darn convenient for both of us.
Right.
Location wise. I mean, it's like I joke that I bought my house because it was, less than 2 miles away from the yarn shop, but it's only kind of a joke. I mean, it definitely was a tick mark in the pro column when I was trying to decide, like, whether or not to buy that house.
Right. Well, and that's, like I was mentioning, because Amy wants to move when we get a new place. She wants to move a little more north, closer to like Isani and stuff. And I don't want to because I don't want to drive that far to work. So we were thinking maybe 125th, because then it would still be close enough to the yarn store. Well, now there goes that.
Right.
There's that excuse to stay closer. This has been a fun knit, I will say.
Yeah, wow.
Good.
Yeah.
Even with all the freaking ends.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one that I figured that I think I mentioned that's one that I might pull out and work on sooner than later, just because I don't have to wind the yarn really. I can just roll up the little balls pretty quickly.
I made my mom do it.
Oh, I don't think I'm going to get my mom to do that for me, but I don't actually mind doing,
I
like,
didn't
for
give
little...
my mom the choice. I threw them at her. At the hotel, I'm like, finish them.
She could say no.
She wouldn't.
Well,
Like she was
mine
doing
would.
anything else. She was sitting there watching TV on the bed doing
Oh,
nothing.
well, there you go.
Yeah, I had the cleaning people, they don't look at our notes apparently, so not only did they not use Alexa to turn anything on or off, so they use the switches, which then they shut off. So then I had to go around turning on the switches, and for a while, Smart Things had it so that if you had the switches off for too long, it wouldn't always reconnect them. So you'd have to like search for devices, and then all the lights would like flicker and then be like, oh, okay, now we're working. We see each other. Right. Well, that at least went away. So they were working right away, but it was like I had to go flip everything on. And then I had mentioned, I don't know if you were sitting there when I mentioned, oh no, because I didn't know this till I got home. They put a trash bag in my recycling. Oh. And I'm like, which tells me they didn't read the note that our trash bin is under the cabinet, or in the cabinet now. Oh. So I opened the door, and sure enough, there was our trash, and I was like, so.
Oh my gosh, did you have to take out your own trash?
Well, we do anyways, but that's one of their things, is that they collect all the trash, and which is nice. But yeah, so I'm going to have to like label that cabinet trash bin. And Amy's like, no, we don't. It's in their notes. I'm like, well, obviously they're not reading our notes.
I love how I put on my signal and everybody just keeps on whizzing by.
Right?
Like, I actually do need to move over. I do not want to take 10.
Right. My biggest beef is when they decide to shut down the freeway and they don't put a note on the Lake Drive entrance. And you get on Lake Drive and you cannot get off. You are forced to keep going on 10 because this part is shut, but that is not. So yeah, so I'm like, if I would have known this, I could have taken a different route to work. But now you're making me go all the way out of my way just to come all the way back. I hate that.
you're talking about like when there was construction.
Yeah. Like when they.
That doesn't happen a lot.
No. Well, surprisingly, overnight, they will close.
Well, yeah, they were doing a lot of overnight work for a while.
Yeah.
With the age stuff.
But it's like, just give me a sign before I even get on the ramp. Because once I'm on the ramp, I can't do anything.
Right.
There was one night that I happened to see it, and I was like, oh, thank God. So I went a different way. Because then I could take, like, Lexington or Snelling or not Snelling, 49 or whatever.
Yeah.
But once you shoved me on 10, I'm going the opposite direction of where my work is. I thought last night my night was not going to end. We just kept running around. Picked up Amy, and Michaela's in the car because we just thought we had to pick up Amy and she'd drop us off back home and then go get my mom from work. No, she got in the car and started driving to my mom's work, and I'm like, oh, crap. Well, then we pick up my mom's work, and Amy is so tired, she's not even really paying attention to where she's driving. She drove in a big circle, and we ended up back at my mom's work. And she's like, where am I? Oh, crap.
And my house was above 72 degrees for the first time in ages. Usually that starts happening in March, where my furnace can stop running during the day because it gets warm enough.
Right.
But this year, I think yesterday was the first day. April 20th.
Well, this is the part that I hate about the weird in between, where it's like warm and cold, like day and night kind of stuff. So we had the windows open and turned the air off, or the furnace off, to try and just air out the house and everything.
Sure.
And we closed everything up before we went to bed, but then we forgot to turn the furnace back on. So I woke up at 2 this morning, and I'm like, God, it's cold in here. Thank God I have the smart things on my phone. So I looked, and I'm like, oh yeah, it's 68. Let's turn you back on. So I didn't even have to get out of bed, but I was like, oh God.
Right.
And of course, I give off heat, so Amy has no idea that it's that cold in the house.
Right.
I'm like, stop stealing my heat. But no, that was fun. I love that job.
Yeah. He and Megan listened to our podcast.
I know. I was so excited. Although it still feels weird when people are like, I heard your podcast. I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. That's out.
That's a real thing.
And then I stop and go, but our pictures aren't on it. How do you know it's me? Because, like, we didn't say her names or anything. She just came right up to us and be like, I heard your podcast. I was like, how do you know it's me?
Continue straight.
I suppose it's entirely possible that people can recognize our voices as well.
Well, there's that.
It is an audio endeavor, after
This
all.
is true.
And we were in some pictures that were posted.
Oh, yeah, I suppose.
If you looked closely.
Yeah. I wish I lived closer to Newton Bolt.
Yeah.
Just a little. Like, I like where I live.
Someday. I think that all my friends need to, like, get a house together, like the Golden Girls. And,
Yes. And then have the midnight buffets.
Yeah.
I'm all about the buffet.
Yeah, I can't go faster than the car in front of me. Just FYI. This car is like,
Oh my God, they are.
well, they were closer.
Jeez.
Or I couldn't see their bumper.
Calm your tits, people. That's my oldest teen likes to say.
Well, it's like, not only can I not drive faster than that car, but I like to have following distance. It is a thing that I crave. I do not want to be that close to the car in front of me, especially when we're driving 50 miles an hour. But yes, we are only driving 50 miles an hour. I get that. But on the other hand, I'm not going to be here that long. Just a few miles.
Do you think I need to beep out the word tits?
You're recording.
As you're yapping away, I'm sitting there going, I wonder if I need to beep that one out. Is that technically a swear word? I don't think so, but some people might find it offensive. Would Apple find it offensive?
That's a good question.
I blame it on my truck driver father.
Can't blame it on
You just get to blame it on your mom.
it. Well, except that growing up, I kind of always rebelled against the swearing and was like, I'm not going to be like that. As I've gotten older, I'm apparently less patient or something.
You were like an opposite kid.
Right.
So I see the plane in the sky, and I'm sitting here thinking, oh my God, flashbacks to Sioux Falls when we were staying at my
Stay in the left 2 lanes.
family member's house.
Oh, yeah.
She's close to the airport, and my